I still want them to have their opportunity to come in. And so,
Thank
welcome,
you, Al.
welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Talk to
Actually
us.
honored to be here. My name is James Jones, and my reason for running is because, I was a citizen. I'm still a citizen, like all of you out there listening, and so I've really gotten tired of people coming on or being elected and not holding up to what they promised. Um, Baltimore City is in a shambles, and I'm sure across the state of Maryland, people are going through. Um, we were in PG County. Um, they complained about a lot of liquor stores and different things. People want to grow. So I want to be a governor for the people. I want to be a visible governor. I want to be a governor who people can count on to get the job done. But here's the thing, I don't want to do it by myself. I don't want to make a decision without the people having a decision making or being part of the decision making process. So it's time that we as people in the state of Maryland stop voting for those people who have name recognition, face recognition. It's time that we decide to put somebody in that seat who's going to get the job done. And I want to get it done. I want to work with you. So my name is James Jones, and I'm asking you to vote for me as governor. And once again, I want to be a people's governor. I want to be a visible governor. So keep that in mind. If you get a chance, don't forget to look at Channel 2 this evening. They're having a full debate on there, and I think it will give you an opportunity to make a very good decision. So thank you.
And you happen to choose who for and why?
Excuse me?
You chose Lieutenant Governor and why?
I chose Lieutenant Governor Charles because he's very energetic. That's number one. The other thing is he's business oriented. He's no nonsense. He and I talked. We talked about employment, and we talked about jobs in Maryland and how some of the larger industries have left. And so he just took a trip recently to see if he can get some of the companies in Africa. Africa has a lot of companies there. So he took that trip to see if he could bring some companies here. We were actually doing the work before we even started this, because there's so many people who are out of work. And so yeah, he's a good man, and I trust him, and the people of Maryland can trust that we're going to bring big industry. We're going to bring jobs here. And no, I wouldn't pay Amazon any money to come here, because they're already here, and they know our track record. They know that we spend money. We do good business here with them. So no, we spent a lot of money. It's time for wisdom. But yes, Charles Waters,
Yes, sir.
he's a good man.
Well, first of all, thank you, Mr. Larry, for having us here. And we're so honored, I'm one of your nephews in the camp in the city. For those of you who don't know, again, my name is Dr. Charles S. Waters. I'm running for Lieutenant Governor alongside with James Jones. And one of the things that we're looking to do is bring accountability back to Maryland in a way where we haven't seen it in years. I believe the people of Maryland, born and raised in Baltimore that I am, graduated Archbishop Curley, and been around. I'm a pastor. Many people in the city know me as a pastor, just like James as well. We both in ministry, so people are very much familiar with who we are. But one of the things we have heard throughout the years is that people are looking for a change. Now everybody's screaming change, but I believe it hasn't been a significant demonstration of change. Maybe in some areas, but when it comes to our city of Baltimore, we need to bring accountability back in every sector. James had mentioned something a few months ago, which really gave me the fuel in my engine to run alongside with him in the conversation we had at lunch. And he was talking about how he wants to put a liaison, and I know, James, you probably remember this.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to put a liaison in every district, in every county, whereas though as governor, he can have a full report before things get publicized, and issues arise. These are some of the things we incorporate even on the business sector. That's why we have people like managers or different high staff workers who can give a full report. And so I think when I heard that, that was like the pushing edge for me, and along with his heart that he has for the people of Maryland. So I think Maryland needs to see a change. I believe that being, as you mentioned earlier, being the first in the history of the soil of Maryland, having two African American men running for these seats is just impressive, and I believe we can really make a great difference.
When you look at the legislative process, which in Maryland is, of course, you have your executive, you have your legislative, judicial. Having had either one of you legislative experience?
No, of course, I ran for city council president in 2003. That's been some time ago. But no, we have no legislative experience.
But then again, Donald Trump didn't have any.
No, he didn't.
No,
you're
sorry.
You're absolutely right. Though. He had none. He's never been in the military. But here's the other thing. Our governor, other than his father, I think he did some work for somebody else in politics, but he's never himself. Yeah, he's never himself been a politician.
He's got 60% favorable. What would you attribute that to?
Yeah, but I think that people are tired, and I'm really about the percentages that we get. I think those numbers are coming from somewhere, but I don't think they're coming from real people. I don't really think.
So you're saying as you go about the state, you're hearing things other than what these polls are saying?
Right, absolutely, absolutely. We were in St. Mary's County. They had something there, and the people complained about. They said they have a bridge there that they've been asking somebody to help them for years.
Yeah.
So I just want the people in St. Mary's County to know, if I'm elected, that bridge is done, and I want to work. I really want to work with the people of Maryland. I sincerely want to see Maryland grow. Baltimore City has been forgotten for so long, Larry. And Baltimore City is in a shambles. And our school, we talk about schools. Everybody, I disagree with everybody. The last debate we have, and like I said, I want people to watch it on Channel 2 tonight, because everybody's talking about fully funding schools. We don't know what the budget's going to be when we go into office. I don't want to say something to people and then a year later or a few months later, it just don't happen. I can't do it. Because when you take money from one place, you've got to replace it, and it's going to cost the people of Maryland, and therefore you got to raise taxes.
Right.
I want schools to be safe. I want our children to be safe, and obviously Governor Hogan doesn't care about the schools or our children. It just don't care. So,
if I can kind of tag into something that you said, Mr. Lurie, about what we're hearing in the streets compared to the numbers. One of the things that James and I have really been concentrating on is going out into the community. Yesterday we went to West Baltimore, right? So in West Baltimore, we go to the trenches. We go to the places where the voices are literally never heard. And it's because, as many of us know in the room, although I never participated or ran, should I say, for a particular office, in business I deal with different politicians and help endorse over time. So being behind the scenes, I got the chance to see how it works and see what happens. But one of the things that we are hearing is that there is a frustration boiling from the people that have a voice, but nobody really tell them that they have a voice. And so many of these numbers, in fact, they come about by major industry, major people in position of power that can help shift numbers to a certain place. But when you get down to it, you really don't have many of them, and I'm just being honest, really don't have the votes or the backing of our everyday citizens that really have a voice. And they love the fact when they see us together, because we really are producing what we say.
And this is not about just being black. As governor, we have our concern is Maryland,
Right.
as a whole.
As a whole. Right.
So because we live in Baltimore City, doesn't mean that we're just going to focus on Baltimore City.
Right.
There are problems all over the state of Maryland. So the first year, my first year in office, I want to visit every county, every city in Maryland. I want to do that. I want to do that because people have something to say,
Sure.
and they want to be heard. And I want to work with the people. I want to bring that back. Donald Schaefer was that type of person. Now, some people like him, some people didn't, but Donald Schaefer was a people person, and he was very visible. So I kind of want to be another Donald Schaefer.
Another do it now.
Do it now.
That's what he said. I mean, that
Yeah,
was his,
do it
his
now.
motto.
That's what he
you
said.
know.
You're right.
That
That's
was his motto, you know. Looking at, here we are on the day before early voting. And by the way, family, early voting starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Early voting starts tomorrow. Those of you who are voters and been registered, you should have received a specimen ballot at your home mailed to you. And so you should be ready to go through it tonight, review it, go early vote. If you don't, like me, I'm a traditionalist. One day I'm gonna get caught being late and not vote, but I'm a traditionalist, so I always wait till election day. There's something about election. I've been voting since 1972, so I haven't missed one. But it's important that you review that and make a decision. So I want to get those 2 points out. Early voting beginning tomorrow, primary itself. But gentlemen, to run a campaign statewide and get a chance to win, the thing that made me so excited about Ms. Irving, she came in the 3 polls, fourth in one position, 4%, 7%, and she decided to pull out. How do you say to yourself, I'm gonna get up this morning, and I know I got an awesome task ahead of me in this campaign? What are you gonna do in the next 16 days?
Well, you know what? The reality is we don't have the money that they have. They actually registered before. They registered last year, so they had a long opportunity to really put things together. We came in, in fact, it was Black History Month. The Black Panther just come out, and so we came in the very last day of being able to register. So, no, all of the money that's been spent is being spent out of pocket. But you gotta have a honest desire to want to see change to do this the way we're doing it. We don't have the money that they have. We don't have a lot of signs to put out. The only thing that we have is a heart. And so with that said, I'm not concerned. I don't even think about not having the money. I'm gonna run. I'm just gonna run on the fact that I think people will make this decision. And they need to, like I said, they need to make the decision based on what they want. But right now, Larry, I'm gonna tell you, I gotta say this and want to say something, Charles. People have lost hope. And so I don't think that they're going to be these big numbers that people are thinking about. People have lost hope in Maryland. They're tired. They're tired of hearing lies. They're tired of hearing people making promises. It's time that we become honest. And that's exactly why I said on the last debate, we're not going to be able to fund these schools. We need to get in and see what the budget's like, because $450 million goes to the state from the casino every year. That was an agreement that O'Malley had, but Hogan didn't honor it because Hogan made a statement saying that he was not there when the agreement was made. So it's really time. All I want to do is appeal to Maryland. Maryland, no, I've never been governor. I've never been in office, but I think with me, in fact, I'm not gonna say I think. I know that with the people of Maryland, let's grow together. Let's grow together.
Sure. Yep. And I agree. I believe that people are looking for change. What we're doing right now is out of pocket. We don't have any big industry endorsements. Sure, we would like to have them, but at this point, like James and I was talking, and we said, listen, we're just gonna come up with a plan that is best befitting for the people of Maryland, and we're gonna go ahead with the plan. Though we're late in the game, we're going to go ahead and put our best foot forward. Me as a young man, him as matured and
I'm a young man
endorsed.
too.
Yeah, we're a young man too. I say matured. We just had a couple birthdays.
No, you
know?
you just ready to say the wrong thing.
No, but
See, if your name was Young,
yeah,
Yeah, you would be.
right.
it doesn't matter what people say about me now.
It don't matter.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
You're
Paul.
always young,
There
you
you
know.
go.
But we said we put our best foot forward for the citizens of Maryland and make things happen. I love what James said about not being, just African American men, but being for everybody. The Latinos that are here, the Koreans that are here. We have Maryland is a real multi-diverse state. A lot of people don't really concentrate on that, but there is a real diverse community in different sectors of the state. So we want to concentrate on that. And as I told him, I said, listen, we're going to run this thing. And we both agreed we're going to run this thing. We're going to, do the best that we possibly can. We're going to present our ideas to the wonderful citizens of Maryland. And then we're going to take it from there.
We're not going to drop out.
Not at all.
We're not going to drop out.
No.
We want I want the people of Maryland to make the decision. I want them to say, okay, we chose somebody. Now listen, whoever they choose, we're going to stand behind. We're going to stand behind whoever they choose. And the other piece is, because I know we got time.
He said you told him you got 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's telling me. Go
But
ahead.
we're going to stand behind whoever, and no matter what, we're going to continue this race because we're going to continue to do things to help Maryland to grow. We're not going to let people just come in and do nothing and sit down.
Now, this is an interesting one right here. As you know, the polls say, not the people yet, they won't speak till tomorrow in 26, but the polls say that you have Dulles and you've got Baker. Now, suppose you come up with anywhere between 1 and 25,000 some votes, and that's the difference between the two of them.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
Well, you know what?
And
I
they're
feel-
and they're brothers now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I understand. I
All
understand.
right.
Well, once again, I've heard Ben jealous, and of course, Rashawn Baker. I think they're both good men, but I just have to say to you that I'm a better man. I'm a better man.
To thy own self be true.
I'm a better man.
All right. All right.
I'm for the people. I'm going to always speak for the people. I'm going to always be available for the people. Now, I can't speak for them, but I can speak for me. If I had to endorse somebody, I would endorse Jones
And Waters.
That's it. That's how I feel.
All right. You got a minute to close out, but before you do that, how do people get in touch with you?
Well, we have a website. Our website is on a lot of our literature. We're on Facebook, or you can actually call. I take calls from people, and you can reach me at 410-982-9109. And at that point, I'll turn you over to our campaign manager, which is Mark Henderson. This guy is phenomenal.
Shout out
He's
to Mark.
phenomenal. He's
Shout out to
phenomenal.
Mark.
Yeah, shout out to Mark.
Do you think people were able to catch that number as fast as you gave it?
410-982-9109. And because of time, I'm James Jones, and I am running for governor.
I'm Dr. Waters, Charles Waters. I'm running for lieutenant governor.
And these two brothers are serious. Thank you both for coming this way.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Larry.
Coach, we got a lineup tomorrow, man.
Wow.
Line up tomorrow.
At the end of the day,